In this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process on how to change the front struts and the stabilizer links in this 2013 Chrysler 200. Now these are about the same from 2011 to 2014, so any of those years should be pretty much the same procedure. Now a lot of times if you're going over bumps and you hear some clicking or rattling, or especially when you're turning, you have something broken in your strut or your stabilizer links are worn out. I'm going to replace both and get rid of that noise and get this vehicle back on the road. Now we're going to be doing driver and passenger side, so here's just one strut unit, and on the right is going to be the stabilizer link. I'll put a link in the description below on how to buy this stuff off Amazon and have it show up at your doorstep in 1 to 2 days. The first thing we need to do is start to jack up the car and remove the front wheel. Alright, now that the wheel is off, we can actually see what we're doing in here. So if you come around over here to this side, the struts, we have 2 bolts right here that we need to remove. And right here is the stabilizer links. So we have a nut here, and then there'll be another one on the back side right here. And if we come around over to this side, we need to remove these 2 bolts here. That's a bracket holding in this ABS sensor and the brake line. So we're going to start by removing this bracket here. Those are 13 millimeter, and get those out of the way. I want to keep those 2 hoses out of your way, so I just put a zip tie on it to hold them together, and then I have a bungee cord coming down here and have it hooked to the front tire. That's going to keep those hoses out of our way so we don't pinch them, hit them. Just makes work a little bit easier. Now we can remove the stabilizer link. You need a 5 millimeter Allen key into the center, and then you need a 15 millimeter wrench. So if you don't have the Allen key, this is just going to keep on spinning. So the Allen key you just kind of hold stationary and then turn counterclockwise or lefty-loosey to get the nut off. And now you also want to have a bottle jack underneath that control arm, and you want to have a little bit of gap in there so you can raise and lower as we take stuff off, and then that will help us line up the bolts as well when we install the new one. Remove the 3 15 millimeter nuts under the hood holding the top strut mount. To remove the 2 lower strut bolts, you need a 13/16. You can put an open end wrench on this side and a socket on this side. You can just tap your bolts on this side with a hammer and knock them out. Before you go any farther, just lay your old strut next to the new one and make sure everything looks like it's going to line up. Make sure all the holes look the same, make sure the brackets are the same. Make sure you do not try and put the wrong side strut in, because the other side is going to have brackets on the opposite. Kind of hold the strut up, line up the holes, and just stick your head over the top and thread the nuts on. 2 bolts back in. As you can see, it's maybe about 3/4 of an inch off. That's why I have the bottle jack underneath there. So I'm just going to pump up the bottle jack until the holes line up. Now before I put the nuts on, I'm going to put a little bit of blue thread locker on there. Just as safety. These nuts are never going to back out, but I like to put a little bit of thread locker on there just for added safety. And you want to torque these 2 bottom bolts to 103 foot-pounds. You want to tighten the 3 top mount bolts to 47 foot-pounds. This bungee cord off, cut this zip tie. In these 2 brackets, this kind of grayish bracket goes on first, and then the top black bracket goes on top of the gray one. You'll see these little notches right here. That notch goes in that hole, that notch goes on the outside of that bracket. We can install the new stabilizer links, but if you look at this one, there's no Allen key hole here, but it does have a spot to put on an open end wrench. So you can hold it right there like that with a 14mm open end while you tighten up the nut. Install your stabilizer links to do the bottom first, just because it's kind of hard to see. And then we'll just rotate this up and then line up the top hole. So you see how the stabilizer bolt doesn't line up with the hole on the strut? That just means we need to go to the other side, jack it up a little bit. That's going to bring this down and line up with the hole. Passenger side is complete. We have our new strut in, we have our new stabilizer links in, everything is bolted down and torqued. We have the top mount bolts torqued down. All we need to do now is reinstall the wheel. To tighten your lug nuts at 100 foot-pounds. Basically going to do the same thing to this side. And that's all there is to it, guys. The new front struts are on, the new stabilizer links are on. This car is going to ride more stable, and we got rid of that rattle clicking sound when going around a corner. Now, I do highly recommend you take it to an alignment shop, because once you take that strut off, you put it back on, there's a bottom hole that's slotted, so if that's not lined up perfect, you may have an alignment issue. So take it to an alignment shop, your car is going to go nice and straight down the road. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.